Hey guys, I hope this angle is okay. So even if it's not, unfortunately, we're just gonna have to work with it. But if you're new here, my name is Sylvia. Please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And for today's video, we're gonna be creating a scattered brush, and you'll see what I mean. So I'm just freestyling this video, and I'm hoping that I do it right. So what you want to do first is just get a square frame, which is the paper, and this comes basically for you on the app. So I hope you know how to do that. I don't want to show you my gallery because I have some artwork that I'm not ready to produce or share yet, but you'll get to see it eventually. So yeah, that is the square document, and then on the square document now we're gonna draw. I always like to begin on a new layer, don't draw on the white frame. So then we're just going to be creating the brush that we want to be a scattered brush. So basically the first thing I'll do is, so this is what a scattered brush looks like. First of all, let me show you. I've created a couple, and a scattered brush basically is, something like that. I have some I've already created. Let me show you. So this is my brushes that I have so far. And here is an example of a scattered brush. Of course, it's black, but you can have different colors. And that's black, that's yellow. So you see, what I like with these scattered brushes is that if you're using green, it's it has color variations in that color. So that's why I like this, and these are flowers. So the sizes can be different. And I usually like to use them for, say, fall and stuff like that. So yeah, let me show you how to draw a scattered brush. So say you want a leaf, or, okay, let me do a flower, another flower, because that's easy for me to draw. So you're gonna start by, it's always in black and white. So here we go. You're gonna, I'm gonna use the Baskerville brush because that's my favorite for drawing. It's an ink brush, and with that it's very easy to do. So because we're just drawing in black and white, ideally you want it to be inverted, but we'll show you how to do that. I figured out a faster way to do it, because before, what I'll do is just draw inverted already. So this would be like a black paper, and then I'm drawing on the black frame. But this is one way to do it. If you do it on the black one, it's very simple to convert. So there you go, you have your brush right now. And so say you want to create this into, I don't know if I like this. Do I like this flower? What do you guys think? Does it even look like a flower? Should you try again? Let's try again. I don't think this is the best angle. So we create a flower. No, at least it doesn't have to be so even, because, I mean, so there you have a flower like that. And like I said, you want it to be all black and white for it to create the brush. So what you're gonna do is save this flower. And then after saving the flower, is you want to go to the brush that you like, because this is a brush that comes already for you on the flowers. This is how I create it. I know there are many ways to create it. You can even create it from scratch, but this is how I do it. I'm just showing you an easy and fast way to do it. You see, I have mini brushes. So yeah, so you've saved the brush. So you want to come to the brushes, and because say you like the snow gum, duplicate that brush, and then you go to that brush, which is the snow gum, The one, because then you can rename it here and call it flowers, like that. So that's the new brush you're creating. And then ideally you want to go to the shape over here and click on the edit. You want to edit that, and edit is up there. I hope you saw. And then now we'll import our brush here. Import the brush. So now you've imported the brush. So normally if you drew, like if the background was white and you drew in black, I mean if the background was black and you drew in white, then it's very easy to invert. But if you didn't, you can just tap this with 2 fingers and then you'll have an inverted shape, so you don't have to worry about that part. And that's how you do it. So now you have your scattered brush. So how I add color is usually I go to color dynamics, and then you want to change the hue just so that it can have like colors, secondary colors. You can even add secondary colors and you'll have different colors of the same brush. But then now you can just play like with the what do you call it, the sizes and stuff like that. The stroke path, the spacing is what I'm looking for. So you'll see how that behaves. I don't want it too close. Maybe we separate it like that. And jitters. No, I don't know if I like jitters. Like that. So I think that's already done. See how simple that is. So now we're just gonna hide this so that we see what we have created. And I'm gonna choose, say, like a purple color and see how it works. You see? So now when you do this, you have created your brush. And that is how you create a scattered brush sample. And with that, you can even have the layer at the back a certain color. So I usually like this like for snow droplets. I can show you how I did the snows. The snow. Okay, let me just go in my brushes because that's easier to get. So I created a snow brush in case I want to do snow. And you'll see how nice that is to use. Say the background is blue. And you want to have snow droplets with my scattered brush, because you can just change the spacing. Oh yeah, and then you want, snow is usually like white on a blue background. So then you see, you can create snow. And this just helps you from having to copy paste or like do stuff like that. Or you can decide it's stars on the sky and then you want to do the droplets. You see the sizing and the spacing is different. So there you have a very easy scattered brush. So that's how I did it. So I basically just drew the shape itself and then I dropped it the same way. And there you have it. That is a scattered brush. And another thing I like it for is, say you have a tree. I'm gonna draw a tree real quick on a white spacing, and say you have a tree. Gonna use this. I usually like this type of brushes for stuff like this. So we're gonna draw a tree real quick. Let me show you how I use my scattered brushes. You see that? Easy, you draw a tree. Wait, that is one weird looking tree. And you know, it just saves you a lot of time, as opposed to, I keep doing it the wrong way, as opposed to having to draw like each leaf. So now let me show you how we can use the scattered brush, because then I drew leaves. The snow gum is one of the ones I like to use for the leaves, but using one of my leaves, I haven't saved the leaves here. I think I have it on organic. Here's the leaves I created. Yeah, so now you have that. And if it was green, I usually like to use a more yellowish green. I don't like green. See? So that saves you a lot of time. So now you just place the leaves with the scattered brushes, and that's how easy it is to draw a tree, especially like when they are off distance, they're far from the tree. It's very easy to draw, and you can even redraw like the lines of the tree. You can redraw like some of these lines for the tree. Like that, you know, going through. And then you do them in like different shades and different colors, say yellowish now. And that just makes it very easy for you, you know, a different layer, to layer like trees and stuff like that. Very easy. So that's what I normally use like scattered brushes for, stuff like that. And you can see another one is like grass. See, very easy. You can even change the sizing there, and you're already drawing a landscape really fast and easy. Ta-da! And then let's add flowers on the tree using one of my using the new brush actually. Let me see how it works. Where is it? It was under, was it organic? Yeah, this is what we created. Yeah, that's a brush. So now we can create a new layer and have the flowers. See, the flowers are what color? Red. And see, we are creating such nice flowers on the tree. How cute is that? And that is how we draw scattered brushes for you to use. It just makes drawing easier and faster. Basically shortens your work time. And maybe you can have some of them on the ground, like they fell down or something like that. I don't know if you want to add different colors, maybe like white. So we can have some white. Scatter them on the tree. And there is a tree with flowers. Ta-da! That's how easy it is to do a scattered brush. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I hope you remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!